come in. Oh, watch your step on those cables. This magic isn't very stable. We're gonna go on a trip into the rift.
This week's episode of Juked is brought to you by Team 4 Science, losing 5v5 draft picks since May 2011. When in doubt, science! Juked episode 4, archived on November 19th, 2011. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Stringo, the master of the blingo, and with me is Zenel.
Hey everyone.
Keen Corpse.
Hi.
And Sir Domaga. Not to be confused with Dimaga.
Sup, y'all?
We're here in the Rift. We're by a warm fire that a brand has started for us. It's very cold outside, because winter is coming. How is everybody doing today?
I can second that cold, man. I was just out in it. Not fun.
Yeah, I went on a walk. It was very cold. I walked through the twisted tree line. I saw a couple creeps being jungled by Warwick. It was a fun time. Sadly, his E proc, so I had to get out of there pretty fast. So this week the MLG is going on, so there's not a lot of news when it comes to League of Legends, but we got a tiny bit of content, so this show might be shorter. So let's start off with talking about the masteries and the summoner spells now that we've played them on first hand. First impressions, you guys. What do we think?
I like them so far. I feel like they should give you more mastery pages because a lot of mages are being used. I know for a fact that Zenel uses no less than 3, maybe 4 mastery pages for his mages exclusively, which is kind of crazy.
Yep.
But I'm also finding I don't know what's good anymore. All of the trees are actually really good. There's no okay, this is definitively great here, this is great there. Every single tree has its advantages, and all of them have great, amazing abilities, even before the 21-point talent, which is nuts.
Yeah, they did a great job overall. Definitely some power creep going on though. The whole game just sort of got more powerful because of the mastery trees.
Jungle. My opinion, jungling is a lot easier now.
It is easy peasy. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I actually like that.
I don't think it's gonna stay like that. It's just kind of an in-between place.
Yeah,
I think eventually they're gonna keep changing jungle a little bit.
Yeah,
it might be at the easiest is what it's at right now.
I think we're gonna find that after MLG, there's gonna be a huge rework patch, probably.
Yeah, I hope they get it out soon, but I mean, I don't have my hopes up. I mean, they've been talking about the stealth rework for a while, and granted, I think the mastery page and the summoner spell changes were sort of taking priority over a lot of things. So maybe we'll see some of these other bigger things, like a jungle rework and the stealth rework, maybe pretty soon.
I was gonna get into maybe some more details about the summoner spells and first impressions of those, but we can probably save that till a little later.
Yeah, I was just about to say, so we covered the masteries pretty doggone well last week, so let's go into the summoner spells, because those are really the meat of it. We can really see what's going on. Let's just go through the list. Exhaust, I haven't seen any real difference in exhaust, just plain. Have you guys?
It still feels good.
It's definitely weaker. I mean, they essentially took a second off of its duration because of the duration change, both from the mastery no longer increasing its duration and the its base duration. So yeah, it's definitely weaker. I think it was probably appropriate, and it doesn't feel too harsh. So it's still a great summoner spell.
We're going to skip Garrison, because who cares about Dominion, and on to Ghost. I think Ghost is a visible change for me. I love it. I feel like I'm moving so much faster than I used to.
Yeah, they did increase the movement speed, didn't they?
Yeah, well, I think with improved
so
Ghost, you're just looking at the numbers. I think it's overall a buff, more or less.
It's about
well, isn't it kind of like, didn't they?
Buff.
It used to have a reduced or increased duration, right?
Yeah, they got rid of the increased duration, but
But they
increased the
buffed
run
the
speed.
overall movement speed, so
Yeah.
it's kind of balances out.
Definitely.
Yeah, it makes it so you have to do it in a bit more of a burst than running a long way from people or staying on top of their head while they're under the tower. And heal, this heal's probably the biggest change I'm gonna say to summer spell wise, because it's so much better than it used to be.
It's so
Yeah.
powerful now.
Yeah.
I don't honestly like. Personally, I don't like the change. I wish heal had stayed where it was, or they just got rid of it entirely. I mean, it has its merits because it's going to bring up non-support or non-sustained supports like Janna and allow them to heal their teammates. But when you go and you play someone like Soraka or Sona or Taric, and then you become a huge heal bot. Like I know a couple times I tried heal when it came out, playing Soraka, and it made me extraordinarily hard to gank. And it's actually quite helpful in team fights as well, because she's got that overall AoE heal, she's got the big main heal, and then she's got this heal. It's a crazy amount of health going out.
This one's AoE as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so it affects
Yeah.
everybody. It's bonkers.
Not global, of course, but and
Well,
not
yeah,
as
not
effective
global, but
for the
AoE.
nearby people, but still definitely.
I've been running it when I
It's a
owe
lot
off
of group
jungle
healing in a team
instead
fight.
of Flash or Ghost, just to see what it's like. And it's really nice to be able to run in and throw my axe, and then even if if I'm ganking bot lane, I can pop heal and get myself up to full health and those guys up to full health in the middle of the gank. It's such a tide turner.
Yeah, we're definitely going to start seeing it more often, I think, even at more competitive levels. I've heard some pro players talking about, jumping ahead a little bit to clairvoyance, but clairvoyance, not nearly as strong, maybe not seeing it as much, and in its place using things like heal.
Yeah, and we're gonna move on to Revive. Who really cares? I don't think any of us have run it. So we'll go on to Smite. Smite is definitely a million times better. Actually, it's about
Smite,
2 times better.
Yeah, it was a nice change to Smite.
I don't know if it's a million
Yeah,
times
it's
better,
2
but
times
overall
better,
it technically
actually.
did receive a buff.
And the biggest one, we were completely wrong about Surge. It is not an AoE spell. It's a selfish
Yeah.
spell.
It's
Yeah.
selfish.
Yeah.
And
It's especially
okay,
funny when you see Talons
yeah,
run.
we've been seeing some.
all
Yeah,
our
what is
listeners.
up with the Talons?
Okay, can I make a short announcement really quick? To all our listeners, do not run Surge on Olaf, Talon, Tryndamere. Oh, who else is
Pantheon.
included? Malphite?
And
like,
who here wanted to run Surge on Tryndamere?
I thought it'd be funny. It'd be hilarious. But no, I was
Sure
wrong.
you
It's so
did.
stupid. Okay, so we played a game with a Talon who ran Surge. Talon benefits from nothing. I have been seeing Surge out the ante everywhere, all over on people, like weird choices for no reason. I think people were just obsessed with the
It
idea of
needs to
Surge
go
and
on
don't
a
understand
Teemo
how it
or
works.
something.
Skarner
I
works
could see
great.
it on. Yeah, Skarner. I
Shyvana.
could see it on the new guy Fizz. I could see it on him. He has great
Shyvana,
AP ratios
Kale.
and his
Actually, the
attacks. Kale,
featured guide on
definitely.
solo mid for Fizz, I don't remember who it's by, but he has a Surge as his recommended summer spell.
Yeah, essentially, in order to take advantage of Surge, in order for Surge to be good on your character, on your champion, you have to take good advantage of both the attack speed and the ability power. And the list of characters that where you can do that on is a lot more limited. It's not as sort of foolproof and just widely usable as something like Ignite or Exhaust.
And Teleport, I've noticed no difference with Teleport whatsoever. Have you guys?
Same here.
Yeah, that was really minor.
Cleanse, I've noticed a massive difference. I play Cleanse with a
I love it.
Tryndamere
Yeah.
and stuff, and a lot of people just... I'm gonna go out and say, people in at least our ELL, the pug, the idiots in League of Legends, they haven't read these new changes, because they think I'm a troll for running heal or cleanse. And it's like, they're amazing now, you guys. You laugh out loud. Listen to Juked. Come on. So, cleanse, I think the biggest thing is
Cleanse?
getting rid of exhaust and ignite, because I've saved myself so many times
Yeah,
getting
it's
those off
really
me.
nice.
Yeah, it's really powerful.
Yeah. It's got, I think it's the same cooldown as Exhaust now. And so it's like, alright, you can either take Exhaust and mess with their carry, you know, if they exhaust you, you exhaust them kind of a thing. Or you can just get out of their exhaust, and then it's also useful, you know, lots of other places like, hey, you just got stunned by a Veigar. You can get out of it instead of being stunned for another 2 seconds. Or what have you.
It's a nice bit of a skill move, which I rather enjoy. Clarity, I haven't run Clarity. I don't think you guys have run Clarity, so I don't think we can really talk about that.
I don't think
No.
it's changed at all.
Yeah.
We don't really care. Ignite. I've been playing a bit more with Ignite recently, but I'm not sure if it got really big change. I've been using it just for the reduced healing effects on the target more than anything.
Yeah. I don't think it's really been changed all that much.
Just
but
the mastery
on the mastery for it was changed. Instead of getting like 10 AP when it's on cooldown, now it's a split of 5 and 5, 80 AP.
Which I kind of don't like personally.
But yeah, it's not as good for like a filler point for just like mages.
Yeah, personally, I hardly ever took the improved Ignite Mastery, and if I'm running Ignite, unless there's the Mastery improves something else that I'm running, I'm probably not going to be using it now either.
Well, it makes you more tempted to pop it earlier in a fight, so you can get those buffs while you're trying to win the kill, instead of popping it while they're running away, because you're not going to get anything from that extra 80 or AP.
Yeah, it's such a minor amount. It's like, I kind of feel like at least the other masteries, you know, for the summoner spells scale reasonably well for the most part, you know, until later stages of the game, where the improved Ignite not so much.
Ignite, when the target dies, it's like Malzahar's dot. It goes to somebody else. Do it, Riot. Do it. Come on, I dare you.
Oh.
Okay, moving
Please
on.
Please don't.
Moving on to promote.
That would make support sad.
Have we seen I've played a bit of promote when I'm doing top laning, just to experiment with.
I forgot you could even use it in Summer's Rift.
It's fun to use, but
I don't.
I'm not sure how it's gonna do like late game. Still, I completely forget about it, but I also suck at the game, so.
I think I said this last time, or somebody said it. Promote's gonna be very team comp specific, and probably only consistently seen, if it's consistently seen at all, in higher levels of play, where they really think about, you know, team comp and how they're gonna use it. Otherwise, it's too specific, I think. Otherwise.
Do you think that summoner spell will help improve Sivir play a little bit by giving her that added extra pushing power?
I think Sivir's got too many other issues going on. I think she's kind of like Vlad in the sense that, like, the heal, for people that don't know, Vlad's Tides of Blood has a stacking thing where it increases healing and regeneration effects on him, so he gets extra health from heal. You know, and people were sort of speculating, well, maybe Vlad with heal, it's like the new heal would, you know, revive Vlad play, and it might a bit, but I think he just has some other core issues that need tweaked a little bit before he really sort of comes in his own again. And so it's the same thing, I think, with Sivir in promote. You know, Sivir just has a few things that she just needs tweaked before she really
they'll buff
comes into her
Vlad.
own again.
They'll buff Vlad for the legendary skin. We all know it, so people will buy it. I'm on to you.
I have
Riot.
actually heard some. Maybe I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but I have heard some talk about, you know, what Vlad needs, and I think they are looking into his Tides of Blood ability specifically. And,
I think that he deserves an apology
maybe health
from
cost or
Morello.
extra damage or something from that.
Like a written apology.
Oh, poor
You should come
Morello.
out and be like, "I'm sorry. I should not have nerfed this champion."
CV and Flash are gonna be the probably two big ones, but CV is to start
Would you
off
mind if I did CV?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I've been maining a lot of support characters like Soraka and Zona as of late, and I found that, yes, Clairvoyance is a little bit less powerful, because with improved Clairvoyance, it doesn't have as low of a cooldown anymore, and it lost 2 seconds off of its duration, so it only sits around for like 6 seconds, and if you don't improve it, it only sits around for 4. So yeah, it's a little nerfed, but I in recent games, I have tried Heal and I have tried Clairvoyance, and I have found that map awareness, however little it may be, is detrimental to the game. There's so many times when we've avoided ganks, or we found junglers trying to take buffs that we've killed them. I mean, maybe I'm not on the same level as pros, but I strongly disagree with the fact that clairvoyance is not viable anymore. I think it's still an essential key piece to support player.
I think that I agree that it's definitely still viable and it still is good just because that map awareness is so important. Um, However, I do think the nerfs were significant enough that it's going to open up some other summoner spells for support. Specifically, like things like running heal on a support that doesn't have inbuilt sustain. Supports like Janna and Leona maybe, or other things like that. You know, we might be seeing more often running like say Flash and Heal instead of having to take Clairvoyance just because it's so good.
I could see that as well.
And Flash, the final one. I've not noticed it as much, except for jumping over walls. That's the only reason, because I've noticed myself failing to go over walls with Flash. What do you guys think?
I haven't really noticed that much of a difference, but otherwise, the minuscule increase on its cooldown and just knocking off a tiny bit of distance is just more annoying than fixing it.
I just laughed when I saw the patch notes and the flash changes because 10 seconds on the cooldown. Alright, so you wait an extra 10 seconds for your flash to get up before engaging. That's not that big of a change. That being significant is just so few and far between. And then the 50 range nerf, it's like, yeah, it's going to affect things a little bit. It's going to take some time for people to get used to it again, but ultimately Flash is still extremely powerful. And I don't think the nerf was anywhere nearly significant enough to stop people from running Flash 9 out of 10 times.
Mm-hmm. It's still a...
I don't know, dude. The first week...
in my opinion.
The first week we played with the new summoner spells, because people just heard about the nerfs, I saw, like, no flashes. There was a team where no one was running it. It was crazy.
I don't know. I'm still running Flash, and I mean, yeah, it's not as good, obviously, but like, it still just does so much. I don't know. I kind of feel like they just sort of need to reinvent the ability if they actually want to like
make it so you can only
do
go
something
in front
with it.
Make it so you can only pop in front of you. That way it takes skill. Oh, that's my personal...
I don't think that would be enough to change it. Personally, I think that wouldn't really make any difference.
Go
so just
all the
make
way
it
across
annoying.
the map.
Even more annoying.
You teleport to a random
Yeah, make it
location.
like 1,000 range,
teleport distance.
You go to a random location, so it's like it's a wild card of where you'll go.
Well, actually, that'd be kind of an interesting thought. What happens if there are specific points on the map that were hit up with like totems or something, and you could flash to those totems instead of like direct
that would be
places?
bad.
It's called teleport.
Like people would just camp the totems.
Yep.
But no, make the totems really small and like make the distance you have to be close to the totems really small, and then space them out really far, like ridiculously far.
That'd just be weird.
That'd be weird.
That'd be so gimmicky, I think.
That's okay. They'll just add that into the next map.
I think it'd be more interesting for teleport maybe, but like that just sounds really gimmicky for Flash.
Okay, well we're gonna move on. Any final words on summoner spells? Overall, good. Still, we think they need to be being out a bit more, right?
Mostly flash, fix heal, nerf heal into the ground, please.
Wow.
I'm actually like, I used to rage at heal when I was first starting out, but honestly, I don't know. I think it's probably alright.
No, dude, when you play a Taric and a
I've played against heal
lane,
since the buff. I've done it.
Taric, Graves,
so
same lane, double heal. That
was amazing. That was amazing.
Oh my god.
We got
They
rocked.
can poke.
Wait,
they can poke
did
so
they both
hard.
have heals?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
It
That's
was
messed
awesome.
up.
We
couldn't
owned.
poke them. We couldn't do anything. Like, they would out heal us so hard.
You can still poke them. It's a burst heal. It's not a sustained heal.
No, but between Taric and the two heals on top of each other, they could just stagger it so easily. Not to mention they can poke us so much
you're not
harder.
poking hard enough. Taric has
gosh.
terrible mana efficiency.
You guys are forgetting that I played AD carry.
Get
I'm
better.
awful. I am awful. Yeah, and get better, seriously. But I'm awful at aggressive
Yeah, I
play.
blame
That's why I'm
Stringo.
quitting AD carrying. I can't be aggressive playing. See, Jono's more aggressive than I am, and he's the support. And I'm like in the back, like
It works.
I can get that one
That's
last
why I get
hit.
first blood most of the time.
Yeah. Okay, we're moving on to Fizz. First impressions on Fizz. I personally, I don't like him. I got him with IP, not my playstyle, and I just find him more annoying on the enemy team than anything. Cause his passive screws me over. Cause he seems to he can pass through me, but I can't pass through him. Am I
How
the
does
only
that
one
work?
that notices that?
Only he has, like, he can path through people. Other people can't path through him.
So it
Right,
just
that
when he's
makes
in
sense.
a
Like,
team
there's
fight,
weird,
I'm just
like,
being bounced
collisions
over.
in team fights.
I'm just bounced around the team fight, and I'm like, what is going on?
That's so weird.
I hate
Wait,
it.
you're being bounced around? How are
Yeah,
you being moved?
because I can't move like
But-
anywhere near him. It's like I go up and I'm like meleeing him, and then he's like walks at me, and my character's like backing off at him. And it's like, what's going on?
Oh, okay.
And then he's like
I see.
hopping around, and it's like, oh, okay, now nobody can hit him with anything, even though it's supposed to be like, you're supposed to have a lot of skill to be able to bounce away, when all you have to do is like mash the button and you're fine. Ugh.
I don't know. I think you're the only one of us that has picked him up. I'm currently saving
I
IP
don't
for
like
him, though. I'm really looking forward
personally
to
don't.
him.
He's just not my playstyle. I'm not an aggressive laner, and you have to be aggressive laner with him.
You know what my thought process is? Less mages, more supports. That's all I'm saying.
You got Ninetale
He's an interesting character, though.
coming out though.
He
So
is-
Like,
isn't she gonna be support?
Who?
Ninetale, Wolfman.
No, she's a
Dude, she's an
a
assassin.
mobility assassin.
Oh, for
Yeah,
goodness sake, we
she
don't
had
need
her
any more
Fizz. No,
assassins.
she's gonna be like Fizz or maybe more like Cassidon. Anyway, back to Fizz though. What was I gonna say? Oh, one thing that I think I find really interesting about Fizz is that people are playing him both as a AP assassin and as a tanky DPS, and having a lot of success on both. And I just find that absolutely fascinating, and it makes me even more intrigued.
Stringo, maybe that's what you should do. You should play him tanky DPS top lane.
Yeah, go like, I don't know, what are people doing, like Wriggles, Trinity Force.
You see, the funny
Tanky
thing
or,
when you
like,
play him,
Wriggle-
every
maybe
time
Wriggles,
you do an attack or melee attack or whatever, you know, put that dot on
Hormones.
him. So they can run away, and then you'll be like pushing the tower. Then the tower will start attacking you because it's still registered as that dot on the enemy champion. I'm like,
Yeah,
what? No,
I
go away,
experienced
stop
that the other night with Gangplank's DOT. Yeah.
well, see, I don't know. I feel like there might be some other mages out there that may be playable in a similar way to Fizz as a tanky DPS champion. It's just people don't experiment with that because they stay within those comfort zones of just building him AP exclusively.
Well, the other
And
thing with
maybe he
Fizz
has a
though that
few
you have to
abilities
keep
that
in
prompts
mind
that.
is that Fizz has a lot of mobility, like just base mobility going for him, and in addition to having percent HP damage on his W. And the percent HP will always be good no matter what you build. You could build nothing and just be like naked at level 18 and it'll be good.
That's crazy.
I think that's kind of what allows him to be tanky DPS more easily than
What's
like
the
some
percentage
other...
on it? Do you know?
I think it goes up to like 8% or something like that.
Wow. Snap. That's a lot of damage.
8% of their health, like total.
Their total health, or their missing health, I think it is.
He's kind of cool.
Yeah, it goes up to 8% of the target's missing health, just to clarify. That's pretty sexy. I don't know, I really want him. I need like 2,000 more IP.
If we could trade champions,
love his
I would
Orca
give
whip.
them to you.
So close. I know, why can't we give champions that we don't like to other people?
I don't know. Less money, right, could make, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
They could, like, just own the
Plus it'd
market,
probably
and
just
I
be
could
a
sell you
pain.
champions for, like, $5. like that I earned with IP, so people could start like making money off the game illegally.
That's true. That'd be
But
kind
then
of
just
bad.
turn
I
it into
think.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it would be like gold farming all over again. And now for the big thing. Guys, we get 20 rune pages. Aren't you excited? Oh wait, we have to pay for them.
Oh no!
Yay!
We gotta
Yeah.
spend more money.
Yay!
Or
Are they
play
free?
more and buy
No.
and buy tier and go past the tier, you know, whatever champions in order to buy more rune pages for convenience, even though you only need like
Okay,
7.
so they gave us 20 room pages. Now, why didn't they give us 20 mastery pages at the same time? Because
Yeah,
if I have
seriously.
20 room
Exactly.
pages, I'm
I
probably
know.
gonna need 20 mastery pages as well. Because I'll have more room pages.
No, in all
Then, like-
seriousness though, 20 you don't even get 20 rune pages. You have the option to purchase 20 rune pages.
I know.
And that's what pisses
18.
me off so much.
They
It's
should
just
have
like,
given us.
They should have just unlocked
Um,
10 rune pages
yeah.
for free, and then you can purchase an additional 10 to get up to
Exactly.
20.
They wouldn't make
Either
money
that,
though.
or just make it so you can. I don't care. I would be happy with 20 rune pages if they gave me 10 for free.
But if you don't buy
God damn it, I'll
stuff,
probably end up buying more just because. But
if you don't buy stuff, you're not gonna support the end game MOG, and then the esports community will die. Nico Sor will have to live on the streets. Freak will have to sell his body.
just give her
That would be
phone
so
number. He'll
funny.
take care of her.
Dude, if
It would be
Freak had
so
to live on the
funny.
streets like that, it'd be so funny.
Wow.
I would laugh so hard.
Welcome back
can, like,
to Juked. We are the
sell-
most heartless, cynical bastards you ever meet.
Sell Pax Jackson and write singed codes, on the corner.
Yeah. No, can you guys just imagine him walking down the street in a trench coat? He's like, hey, you want to buy a code?
He like opens up his
And he
trench
pulls
coat
out his
and just
jacket.
like, yeah.
All right.
Racks.
Back to seriousness though. I don't know. I still don't like this change. What they should just do is give us more free rune pages, or make it so we can adjust rune pages in Champion Select.
Yeah, even just that would be so helpful. Being able to switch out your own pages.
They won't.
Champion
They
Select.
won't.
There's no reason why not, though.
There is no
the
reason
thing.
why not, but they won't. Yet there is a reason they won't make money.
No, the reason they should do it is to make their customers happy. That's a pretty good reason.
I mean, if you think about it, if they allowed us to switch out runes during Champion Select, you actually wouldn't need as many rune pages. Thus, actually, that would be
Yeah.
bad for business. But
Still,
still,
it wouldn't
it's
be like
frustrating.
as good of a business decision, sure, but like, how many
But
more
like,
people would you make happy?
yeah, but so why is mastery pages completely free?
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
why is that?
Why didn't they just make mastery pages purchasable? Instead, they just
Oh, that
unlocked
would've
10 for us.
sucked. That would have sucked.
Yeah,
Yes,
it totally
it
would have
totally
sucked, but it
would've.
would have been a good business decision.
I think because people wouldn't play if it was at that point.
I'm not
Throw
buying
us a
it.
bone, Riot. Come on.
I have thrown them like at least over $100 on crap. Given I could write off a lot of it because of my esports stuff.
Seriously.
So, come on, Riot. All I'm asking for is for more convenience. And a Jack Skellington Fiddlestick skin. Get on it.
Do it.
And now we're going to the mailbox. Of course, nobody emailed us at innergeekproductions@hotmail.com because you all suck. So, email us in at innergeekproductions.
Wow!
That is not good for your podcast.
Wow!
That's
Email
not
us
good for
in at I'm almost
Fans.
tempted. I'm almost tempted to, like, the first person to email us in a legitimate question, I'll give them a $10, like, Riot gift card. If we don't get any emails coming in, I'm going to do that. And you guys
Can I
are not.
email
No,
it?
you're not.
Cool.
You already
Gift
tried
card.
that. You already tried it. Why no Jarvan skins or something to that point?
It was a legitimate question, okay? Gee.
This one comes in from Inversion SR. Okay, so I know that you revamped the spells already, but I want another one. It's originally in Dota, but I think it's that it would work well in other maps. Basically what he wants is he wants to summon a spell called Carrier, Basically, you could summon a bird carrier to go to the shop in a limited amount of time, and it could bring you items to your character, so you don't have to be to buy items.
Dude, I want it.
Isn't
that
essentially
awesome.
teleport?
Yeah,
but you're not.
that's kind of a good
But
point.
you're not
Isn't that kind
leaving
of
the
teleport?
lane. You're not leaving the lane, and you can't like go and gank people.
Yeah,
with
but
it.
if you just push up your lane and then you recall by and
But you're
teleport,
losing
if you're
XP.
quick,
You're
you
losing
lose,
XP.
like-
Dude,
You
can buy
you lose,
if
while
if
you're
you
in
can
team
buy
fights.
quickly.
You can
No,
buy
if
while
you
you're
can
in
buy
team fights.
quickly.
That
No,
would be
wait. No,
messed up.
if you can buy quickly, you only lose 2 seconds of, or no, what's the teleport channel time? Like, take that
4
plus like
seconds?
maybe a second or two of XP. I
But
think that's.
I think the thing is that if you push your lane well enough, you should be able to push it up into the tower, and then I believe if you buy quick enough, you should be able to recall, buy items, teleport back in right as the minion waves are like resetting, and you won't lose anything.
Or maybe one creep.
Or maybe like one creep, which
Yeah.
is like, or even if it's like 2 or 3, it's like, oh, big deal.
Yeah, and plus if you're running teleport, it's like.
It's useful for other things.
It's useful for other things. Honestly, I would
sorry,
never
my
take it.
opinion, not really necessary.
Yeah, I think teleport does that
So-
and more. Like,
so what you're saying
just-
is that if you sent a giant bird out and it came flying back to you with a bloodthirster in its mouth, you would not be okay with that.
If it
It's like
could
Harry
then
Potter.
stick around with that bloodthirster and like chop off people's heads, then maybe I'd
Actually,
take
that'd be
it.
fantastic.
yeah.
But
Resummon
otherwise,
a spell.
no, thank
Add
you.
companion. It's Swain's bird.
Oh,
This is my
Yeah.
opinion on it. Its power level depends completely on its cooldown. If its cooldown is anywhere even remotely close to teleport's strictly better.
He
Otherwise,
says-
it's really, really
oh,
low.
gosh. He
and then it's just
says
probably too powerful.
4.5 minutes. That's pretty long.
It sounds similar to
Wow.
teleports. I'd have to
Mhm.
look it up.
is it really that long? 4.5 minutes for
Teleport, yeah,
shorter
it's pretty
than that.
long.
He you're actually reading the email. He wants it more for Dominion, because that way you can buy items while defending a point. But who cares about Dominion? Who cares
Oh,
about,
that makes more sense.
who cares about Dominion? That would make more sense
Dominion?
because
I
you
mean,
don't have
excuse me.
teleport. So
Teleport has a 5-minute cooldown.
Are you serious?
Teleport's strictly better if it has a 4.5-minute cooldown.
yeah. So carrier
Wow,
spell.
teleport has a long cooldown.
Carrier spell? Maybe. Riot, get on it. Research into it. Challenge accepted. And while I was on the Riot forums looking for a second question, it crashed. Sorry about that, Riot. But what I've noticed is there's a ton of newbies, a ton of them complaining, saying that blue has an advantage over purple just because of the view. This has been a complaint that's been going on since Warcraft 3 Dota. And people want them to rotate the map, they want it to change so, you know, you can have the same vision no matter what team you're on, yada yada yada. Should they actually spend the time
I
and
say
the
to that-
resources to put them in?
I say
Actually,
cry
they already
more.
have. No, well, it's a legitimate complaint, and there's been actually a bit of documentation. I've seen people posting about it. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but when you get matched up in you know, when you're playing a game, the team that has like the higher cumulative ELO is assigned to purple team, because purple team is supposed to have the disadvantage. So they sort of compensate for that in when they assign teams.
Seriously? That's weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why like in tournaments and stuff they do a similar thing. It's like there's a coin flip, and then the people that like won the coin. I forget how it works exactly. It also has to do with who gets first pick and first ban, like which team, one team will always get it. And I can't remember how it works exactly. I don't remember if purple or blue gets first pick or first ban, but that's all sort of in it, you know, as well. But yeah, they've thought about that, and they've already sort of integrated a, you know, a solution, if you will, in matchmaking. And honestly, I don't think you need to do much more than what they have currently.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts?
I don't know, I was just reading through some stuff, and there are just people complaining, oh, you can't play COG as well when you're on purple team. It's there was this research that says that it's
Wow.
game changing. It's like, just handle it. Come on. I played with the crummy Warcraft 3 controls and had to win as an AD, or I guess they weren't considered AD carries back then. It was strength, agility, and intelligence. But as a carry, and it was terrible. It's like, oh gosh. It's
I don't know, dude.
It's
It
a lot.
doesn't bother
Do
me
you guys
that much.
remember the original Mario Tennis? Anybody ever played that?
Yes,
You
it was
could-
horrible.
You could switch. Shut up. You could switch your camera so it's behind you. I mean, I wonder how much programming that would take for them to like have to switch around the map so everybody could, you know, see the other angle. The thing is, I mean, even if they don't have to, I don't know, because then they'd have to redo
I
the
think
entire
all
map.
their models.
Yeah, like the map and stuff.
Yeah, I think the issue is all of their models are built to be looked at from more or less just one direction.
Yeah, properly like original Dota.
Yeah, so that would just it'd be a lot of work.
So instead of wasting your time with this, Riot, you can work on our skins. On even worthless
Or
stuff.
work on the
We don't
jungle
need
rework
more
and the
worthless
stealth
skins.
Stealth
rework
rework, yeah.
and other champion reworks and more cool champions and replays and all of those other things that are so much more
So shut up, Riot
important
community.
to the
Riot
health of your
freak.
game.
Anybody on the Riot team, please give us more supports. Because I
I'm almost fine with
love playing
champions right
Soraka.
now. How many do
I
we
love
have? We have
playing
like
Sona.
87
but
champions. It's like,
we only have like 4 support
Mhm.
champions.
oh, you
And
just
like
be a
being
I
man.
think
advanced,
it
and
was
then there's only 2 on each side.
5, right? There's 5 like hardcore supports, right?
I'm just gonna click
Yeah,
on
but
support
people
right
cry
now.
when I play Janna because they're like no sustain, so I don't ever get to play Janna
Janna,
anymore.
Karma, Kayle,
All I get to
Janna's-
play is like
Nidalee,
all I
Sona,
play is Soraka
Tarek,
and Sona, so that my carries won't complain.
Frick. Teemo's down
And
as
Soraka's
support
buff.
because of his mushrooms, I guess.
Yeah.
He's not support. He's a carry. That's garbage.
Why is Teemo classified as support?
His mushrooms
Doesn't
is the
make any
only thing I can
sense.
think of.
Well,
I know, but
yeah.
it's like, really?
Yeah.
Dude,
And
why
it's
is
good
Nidalee and
good
Shen
stuff,
support?
but
Because
they have
heal and
heals
They have
shields.
heals
Shields.
and shields.
yeah.
Heals and shields. I rhyme.
Okay, we're done. We're done with this. Okay, I'm not gonna listen to
It's
this.
so funny.
Okay, so we're gonna call it right
on
there.
on the bright side of things, I have heard confirmation that there is a support in the works currently, a
Thank
full-fledged
you,
support.
God.
I have no idea on the time frame, but
Is it gonna be
They
a robot,
are
a girl, a boy,
doing
or a
something.
furry?
all 4,
It's gonna have a global shield heal.
a furry robot hermaphrodite.
Very.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have listened to Juked.
On that note,
Any ending shout-outs at all? No. No.
Nope.
shout outs to
Shout out to all my
growing
Teemos
fans,
out there. Woo woo.
my fan club, all the people that
Thank you for listening, guys, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Please don't hate Stringo.
Goodbye.
He didn't mean it.
Good night.
I swear. He didn't know what he was saying.
Welcome back from Inside the Rift. We hope you enjoyed yourself and that you learned something. Remember to email us at innergeekproductions@hotmail.com with your questions with the tagline Juked. If you're viewing this on our YouTube channel, please thumbs up this video, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more insanity. You can get the MP3 of this show from our website igptv.com and soon from iTunes. Remember to send us in your replays to be casted at innergeekproductions@hotmail.com. See you next week on Juked.